The next procedure, procedure B, is over organic molecules. There are 3 different tests that are done here, and I'll do them in the order in which they're done in the lab manual. I'm starting with the Biuret reagent. So in each of these tubes, I've put the 2 mils of solution as directed in the lab manual, and I've labeled the tubes. So W, E, G, D, S, and P. For distilled water, egg albumin, 10% glucose solution. This is some Sprite, is the carbonated soft drink, starch solution, and potato juice. So into each of these tubes goes 2 mils of Biuret. And the idea is that you're looking for a color change. And the color change in particular that you're looking for is a purple color. So these again are all in order as they are in your lab manual. So that's the Biuret test for protein. Next is the Benedict's test for sugar, for monosaccharides. And it's the same solutions and in the same order. And I went ahead and just preloaded the test tubes into these. We add Benedict's solution, and then after we put the Benedict's in there, we have to put these into a hot water bath to heat them up. And then you can look for a color change in them. Okay, so once we have the Benedict in with each of those solutions, these are going to go into our hot water bath. If you were here in person, you would get to smell the plastic bag that I accidentally melted onto the top of this hot plate. You'll just have to imagine what that smells like. So while we're letting those sit, what I'm going to do is pull out my last set of 6 tubes. And again, these have the same solutions in them. This final test that I'm going to do here is the iodine test for starch. In this case, I'm adding an iodine solution. I'm only adding half a ml to 2 ml of those other solutions. So with our iodine, again, this one, just like the Biurettes, we're just looking for a color change, which is described in your lab manual. So here's W for water, E for egg albumin, G for glucose solution, D for soft drink for the Sprite, S is the starch solution, and then P is the potato juice. So here are the first 3. And then here are the last 3. And even though it hasn't been a full 2 minutes, ooh, those are some pretty colors, aren't they? We can see these color changes that have taken place with the Benedict. So I'll just pull these out one at a time, although they're not necessarily in the same order in which they went in. So this one says P. This one looks like D. There's our W. E. G. And S. So that last one, that was the Benedict's test for sugar.